But the difference of the electrons orbiting the nucleus is what changes this atom to other atoms, or lets it bind with other atoms to become a molecule, right? But what's interesting is these electrons are orbiting so fast. They're orbiting at basically light speed, and light is not just a wave, a light wave. It's also a particle, which they call the wavicle, honestly, and they still to this day argue about how that works. But the electron, because it's moving light speed, means like light, it has to travel in a wave. So it's going on these up and down little waves, like up, down, all the way around the nucleus. And because it's going at light speed in a wave, all the waves have to be the same, so it has to travel at a certain distance away from the molecule. The molecules, what am I talking about? Alright, has to travel at a certain distance away from the nucleus. And only a certain amount of electrons, I believe, can orbit an atom. I think it's 8 for some reason, or 8 on one orbit. I think it's 8 though, I can't remember. But I don't know. Maybe I'm totally wrong. Maybe I can't remember if it's 8 on one circle. I don't know. Just fucking work with me, not against me. Okay. But the point is once you start getting more and more electrons, they move further away and to compensate for their waves, and next thing you know, you lose them. And if you're missing a couple electrons, that's what's gonna make you bond or explode with another atom. And I always thought that was really interesting. So don't lose your electrons, because maybe that's what's gonna cause you to explode next time you touch water. Weird. And that's what they do when they try and cure diseases sometimes. They'll say, okay, if we insert this chemical that's basically a bunch of atoms missing all these electrons in certain ways, then when these atoms mix with the atoms of cancer, the cancer cells have these weird atoms that are missing electrons, and when they get together, they share electrons and fill up all the orbits around the nucleus, and everything's cool and hunky-dory. Kind of stops all the bad reaction. It's a way of plugging the leaks on rogue cells. I could be totally off on this, by the way. That's the way I see it. I can't remember. The thing that you're gonna get that's really good for me is that you won't get the minutia of detail here. You're not gonna get the micro facts, because you know what? I don't store all the micro facts in my brain. I store the big picture details, okay? And it's just a different kind of route. There's macroeconomics, and there's microeconomics. One studies the big picture, and the other one studies the insignificant, tiny little details that I'm not good at. You know? It's so pretty out here, by the way. It's absolutely gorgeous. I see a few planes off in the distance. I haven't seen a shooting star or a satellite yet. I can see a lot of the moon's extra bright tonight, so I think it's pretty cool. My battery's good on my computer, so I'm basically sitting here on a really comfortable outdoor sofa thing with big white cushions, and I'm talking into my laptop, which is sitting on my chest. I'm lounging. I'm not laying down, I'm lounging back all lazy in the sofa, and then I'm holding with my left hand this computer at the base of my neck, so I can kind of talk right into the keyboard. It's a laptop, and I'm doing it with my left hand like a waiter, I'm holding a tray full of drinks and appetizers. Do you guys like the Cheesecake Factory, by the way? Because I don't know if you do. And I think of that right now because every time I go there, there's lots of food. None of it's really good. And all you wanted, you're totally full after all your appetizers and shit anyways. And I just thought of a waiter delivering me appetizers. That's how I got into this little rant. I don't know. It's also really good news here in San Diego, my little neighborhood. There's an Apple store that just opened up. This is big fucking news. I'm gonna go down and buy more computers. I love Apple. It's such a rad company. I don't know. I should call Mod Life Orange. Apples and oranges. That was a stupid joke. I wasn't even joking. I just felt that it was so dumb that I had to say it was a joke. And then once I labeled it a joke, I had to say it was stupid. I don't know. By the way, if McCain wins, I'm fucking moving out of this country. Swear to God, I don't know what to do. A 71-year-old guy that got beat in a POW camp for like years, and then all of a sudden he comes out supporting like more war. He won't say he supports more war, but he's gonna say he said he wanted to have troops in Iraq for 100 years. Swear to God, I know. God, what is with all these shitty presidents? I cannot believe it. It's like meant to be. If he wins, then it's obviously like really gnarly, like bad. I don't know what to do. Bumming me out. It's bumming me out. Alright. I think we need to have a revolution in this country. So I've been thinking about what I'm gonna do, by the way, for my my next record here with the boys, and I'm quite excited about it. I think that it's gonna be really, really good, and I think it's gonna knock you guys completely down. I love it. I have all these different like textures and tones and moods and feels in my head. Texture meaning like what kind of instruments, you know, and when I say moods, like, you know, does it make you sad or does it make you want to jump up and run? Feels is like the drum beat, you know, like is it slow and groovy, or does it get really fast and powerful, or is it like just cruise along like you don't notice it, just feels rad, you know? What was the last one I said? This is hard for me to keep talking, by the way, because there's nobody here listening. So every once in a while I kind of realize the stupidity of what I'm doing right now, talking to nobody, and it makes me jump a little bit, it makes me fumble, alright? But I don't really believe that, because I know there's thousands and thousands and thousands of you guys who are going to hear this, so I want you guys to know that I actually enjoy this, because I do feel like I'm talking to you guys. Okay, we haven't done this in a while, I know. You're in bed, you're listening to this while you're falling asleep. Now I just want to whisper in your ear. I just want to whisper in your ear. What if that was my voice? I don't think you guys would actually buy my records if my voice was all low and crazy like that. I'm just being honest with you guys. Alright. Rock and roll. This is what I do for a living. What the fuck is this? So awkward. I'm gonna get so good at these podcasts, I promise you, that I'm gonna hit it with a much more energetic voice with topics to go over. No, I'm gonna say that for the radio. I'm trying to build, I think I told you guys, mod stream where it's live audio whenever we want, so we can actually do like radio shows. And that one will be free to go to anybody all over the internet on Mod Life, all over the Mod Life network. So I think that's cool. All right. You guys are cute. It's been real. It's been fun. But it actually has been real fun. Okay, lay in bed. Keep your hands away from your genitals at all times. Just joking. Don't ever do that. Fucking go crazy on your bodies tonight. And pretend that you're in a spaceship while you're doing it. And aliens are watching you going, what the fuck are you doing? Because they just abducted you. And they're like, Jesus Christ. Well, this guy's creepy. Alright, girl. Only because only girls listen to this at night. It'd be weird if dudes did. No pants.